This is the best time ever for patients with CLL and with B-cell malignant lymphomas in general, right? So we've got these wide range now of very targeted agents that are targeting the B-cells specifically. And the data that are being presented here at ASH refer to a BCL2 inhibitor, which is probably one of the most exciting molecules in the treatment of CLL. In combination, not alone, but in combination with another very exciting molecule, which is an antibody, very different mechanism of action, called Obinutuzumab. And the reason that we like Obinutuzumab so well is that it's designed for enhanced activity. It binds to CD20 in a different manner than rituximab, which is the antibody we've been using for many years now, and also it activates the immune response much better than rituximab. So we've got this beautiful BCL2 inhibitor which targets the BCL2 molecule very specifically, along with this second whammy, if you will, of the CD20 antibody, right? And what the data that are being reported are the initial results. They're quite preliminary data of patients, a mixture of patients that are both first line and relapsed refractory. But the results are really very fascinating because, firstly, because they're very good. And in terms of the patients that we've treated in Leicester, the majority of these patients have gotten to minimal residual disease negative states. It's as good as you get in CLL, with virtually no toxicity. So it's not chemotherapy, right? So we're using targeted agents. So the damage to the patient's DNA is negligible, and these patients are getting into remissions with minimal toxicity. There is toxicity, of course. First of all, they have to see me, and then they have to come into hospital for a prolonged period. The 199, the BCL2 inhibitor, requires careful monitoring, and that's quite intensive. But other than that, it's a really remarkable combination of drugs, and one that holds great promise for the future. The trouble is with the BCL2 inhibitor, it's too good a drug. When it was first used, it induced this condition called tumor lysis, where all the cells just get destroyed within a very short space of time. The body can't cope. And so basically to get round that, what we do is to increase the dose gradually, week on week, until the patients reach a dose of 400 milligrams. And that requires a lot of work from everybody, from the patients, because they have to come into hospital, be closely monitored, and a lot of work from the nursing staff and the medical staff to make sure that this is well tolerated and doesn't cause this dreadful consequence. Now, with this gradual approach, we seem to have gotten around that, which is cool.